Well, hello everyone. Hope you're having a great Friday, wherever you are. I'm currently in the Arctic. I think it is currently negative 35 Celsius, which is actually negative 27 Fahrenheit. So it is pretty chilly where I'm at. So if you're anywhere where it's cold, I hope you bundle up and all that. But yeah, my name is Mike, and you're watching Borderline Banter. Thank you for coming by. As always, we got Dustin moving the mouse around. Dustin,
Oh,
going.
hey, it's going pretty good. I almost forgot to move the mouse there. I'm not quite as cold as you, but it's currently 32 degrees, so not great. And we're looking at getting some negatives soon.
Yeah,
Nothing like the Arctic North that I told you isn't meant for people. I told you that before.
I took a walk to the store today, and it was only a 5 minute walk there, back, and it was pretty. Like it hurt.
A lot of things could go wrong. You know,
Yeah, exhausted.
with life.
Anyway, but yeah, I survived. I took the day off work because I was like, nope, it's not worth going. But yeah, maybe we should get right at it. Do you have anything to say before we go?
No, I think I'm all good. It looks like Biden joining the war,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. So World
Something.
War Three. I've been saying this for a while.
Well, I guess we start with this one then. From Fox News here, Democrats slam Biden for bypassing Congress to strike Yemen.
Yeah. So Biden sent a whole bunch of sent Biden, the U.S. and U.K. both attacked a lot of militant groups in Iran. Terrorist, not Yemen people, but a whole bunch of. But yeah, they just decided to attack them without doing the proper steps, and apparently they're pretty
This
bad.
this picture here is maybe a little misleading with what we're talking about because this is saying attacks on U.S. forces. So I think this is not the Biden strikes. This is perhaps his reasoning for doing it. I
Yeah,
guess, right?
maybe
They're just
yes.
saying like an embassy's been hit, some of our air bases. I'm sure we've got people
That's
base
okay. Well,
hit,
maybe,
right?
but yeah, okay.
Diplomatic expression. I don't know, but this yeah, I don't know what that means, but so yeah, some House Democrats are frustrated with Biden for striking Houthi positions. So yeah, these are the guys. Yeah,
Houthi,
like
the
you were saying,
terrorists, terror rebels
they're the ones hijacking and taking ships and stuff that are
in
going
the
through
Red
the
Sea. Yeah.
Red Sea. Yeah,
And that is,
which
and I get it. We have to settle that because the Red Sea is a very important shipping um can't think of the word right now. Friggin'
channel.
channel, shipping channel. Thank you. Yeah,
We'll say
because
channel.
yeah,
Yeah,
channel seems right. Yeah, that's like very popular to get goods across the world. And yeah, they were going hijacking boats and stuff. There's video. I don't think we talked about it. I saw video of them holding
yeah,
the crew hostage and all that.
yeah. There's definitely a lot of stories, and I don't think we covered any of them really. Mostly because like between me and Mike, I think there was one time we brought up Houthis, and we're like, "Do you know what that is?" Neither of us really knew. We know a little bit more now. Just they're in a really good position to prevent shipping things that would be getting to Israel, like,
Yeah,
um,
and to Canada.
which is the rationale for why the Houthis are doing it. They're trying to do it on behalf of the ongoing conflict in Israel. So,
So
but
yeah,
obviously, if it's so justified, if there's all these good reasons to do it, why not go through Congress, right?
um,
Right?
it's almost like
You know.
that one guy who, the one high school kid. He's like, where two people are fighting and he's not in it. Then he comes out of nowhere and starts fighting with
Mhm.
everybody, even though he had nothing to do with it. He just wants to be part of the fight. That's what America is. UK, I don't know. So
President Biden announced in a statement that the U.S. led a coordinated airstrike in Yemen with the UK and support from Canada, Australia, and Bahrain. I don't know where Bahrain is, but me and you are both complicit here.
I
Uh,
like
I assume Trudeau said yeah,
if
because
they had to
otherwise,
do it for sure, but take the proper steps. Imagine if Trump didn't. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
did Trudeau go through Canadian
But
Congress?
Trump, Canada didn't do anything. We just have this. Just said we'd give you. He gives his support, not Canada's. And he says he speaks on behalf part of Canada. And don't get me wrong, if they
And
had to take care of
support.
these guys,
Well,
yes,
I
take care of
mean,
them. Right? Like
this
they're
this isn't just thoughts and prayers kind of support, though, is it? What kind of support are you doing?
um even if Canada said no, they would still do the attack. I guarantee it.
Like, I'm assuming all of our allies support us. So saying, like, calling these 3 outs like they're doing something else. Like, are you guys giving us some stuff?
Uh,
Give us
maybe
some money?
because once that war starts, we're gonna get involved. You know,
Well, probably. I mean, if we're in
because
it, you're in it.
yeah, there's now
So
that
Biden
now
said the targets were used by Houthi rebels to endanger freedom of navigation in one of the world's most vital waterways. Yeah, that's basically what we were trying to say. That's
for
Biden's
sure.
words for it.
Now this could just be Biden trying to start a war, so you can be like, well, there's no election during. I can make sure there's no election during wartime, and he stays in. That's
So
just a
this
possibility.
apparently this tweet from Rashida Tlaib got a context added talking about 33 U.S. Code 381 gives the president broad authority to order the Navy to conduct anti-piracy operations for the protection of merchant vessels. This has been U.S. law since 1815.
Okay, so he didn't need it, I guess.
Well, maybe he does. Maybe he just has the ability to do it.
It doesn't mean he should, right? Like,
I mean, I could see the arguments both ways because if you read Article 1 of the Constitution, and that's the article talking
now,
about needing to seek approval, it
there could have been
kind
different
of
ways to
fits
do
that
it
too.
too. Like, yeah, we should take care of the people, but if they can retaliate now, I heard they're going to retaliate. He
Oh, yeah,
just
of course.
he just got some. He just killed a whole bunch of. Just killed some American or some
Look how
British,
tough he looks, though. Look at this. Look at him.
and that blood will be on his hands then because he ordered the strike.
Is this one of those things where, like, right before re-election, the president like gets into a war thing so that he gets reelected because
I kind of
that's
said something
how
like that,
American
but
voters vote. If you're in a
or he makes it so there's no war, no election during wartime. Because I'm pretty sure the president can say we're gonna hold off the election until the war is over.
apparently senior Republican lawmakers are saying this is cool though. It's all good with them. They don't mind that he's bypassing them. They're just like, well, we wanted you to do it, so it's fine that you bypass it, basically. Mitch McConnell's got a comment here.
Is that not a
But no
thing?
one listens to that turtle. What thing?
About the election? You're not listening. I'm talking, but the election. Like if there's wartime, can't the president say there's no election?
Maybe, possibly. I mean, emergency powers are kind of crazy. Jay's Blaze in chat is saying no.
Yes, but
So I'm gonna say wartime powers.
wartime act.
Well, the Constitution divides war powers between Congress and the President. Only Congress can declare war and appropriate military funding. Yet President, Commander in Chief. Okay, that's not what I asked. Google.
Wartime election USA. Actually, I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
War
I guess
powers resolution.
we'll just go with no. I can tell I can prove it wrong because I don't know.
Well, I mean, obviously, defensive powers are a thing. Like, if we're being attacked, he doesn't have to wait for Congress to defend us. That's one. But this is obviously not a defense. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go with no. Chat says no.
Yeah, watch out.
President can't do that. But here's the squad members. They're part of the ones who are upset with him bypassing congressional approval. Although, in my mind, it sounds like he would have gotten it. You know what I mean? So, what does it change? Does it really change anything?
So I'm just reading here.
You're not allowed to sit there and read.
So it looks like
These
in theory they can, but no president has ever done it.
Well, Biden might be the first, Always need a first.
Yeah, so hopefully not. So
These attacks have endangered U.S. personnel, civilian marines, and our partners, jeopardized trade, and threatened freedom of navigation. More than 50 nations have been affected in 27 attacks on international commercial shipping.
yeah, they got to do something. So
yeah, I mean 50 nations, and we're the one that's doing the shooting stuff. Like, just saying.
So yeah, that's see what else happens. But yeah, this is definitely gonna get boots on the ground pretty soon. I guarantee it. They're not
And
far.
apparently, Houthis are backed by Iran, so Iran will be doing the response, presumably.
I'm not
Or-
sure. Maybe.
And or the Houthi rebel.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yemen's pretty
We'll
mad
definitely
too.
have something.
Because Yemen, actually, that might be our next little story there. But they had a sovereignty act with America that apparently America broke while shooting into Yemen. But I could be wrong. I think that's our second story, isn't it?
We have a second Biden one here about the Secretary of Defense.
Okay, no, never mind. That's not it. Okay, but this has to do with kind of with this as well, with the attack, because know how I think it was 2 episodes ago we were asking where the actually was it last episode where we were asking where he was?
I think it was last episode.
No, it was 2 episodes because
Or
it was
maybe
just you and me. Jermaine wasn't here.
But it was this week, so.
So yeah, it was this week. It was Monday, but yeah, we asked like he was in the hospital, blah blah blah. Well, I did go ahead and pre-read this article a little bit. He unfortunately has colon cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, but
Bummer.
apparently he made the call for this to go on because he's second man to Biden. He made a call about the shots while in the hospital. Let's see what the article says. Don't take my word for it.
Did we see the headline?
I don't remember. BBC, Lloyd Austin. Lloyd Austin? Biden backs the defense secretary despite lapse in judgment. So
whatever bad we see that Lloyd's done, Biden's saying, "Me too, Jack."
yeah. So Lloyd, yeah. So that's
together. That's Lloyd. That's Joe.
So. Yeah, unfortunately, it's colon cancer. Colon cancer. That's colon cancer.
Asked by reporters if he remained confident in Mr. Austin's leadership, Mr. Biden replied, "I do," and then they kissed.
Yeah. Well, confident.
Oh, it doesn't say that. Okay.
He doesn't have too much confidence in anything. He does, but he doesn't understand that word. But yeah. So the guy made the call from the hospital bed. Apparently, he was working from the hospital, and he helped make this call because it wasn't just Biden's call; it was his call as well.
So yeah, right here, this is what you're saying. Mr. Austin, 70, remained hospitalized during the strikes, but continued to carry out his duties during the joint attack for the Pentagon and White House. So yeah, literally working from the bed and potentially involved in these. I don't know what the Secretary of Defense does, though.
That doesn't seem too safe to be working. I guess it's a special hospital. But
I think there's like a Secretary of the Navy that you would actually be working with for these.
But
just, I don't know how the government.
But defense is a second in power. Like
they are, but do they have to, do they have to be on comms? I don't know.
But yeah, so anyway, I thought that was weird. But yeah, so
Mr. Austin, quote, gave the order to the U.S. Central Command commander to go ahead and execute the strikes, according to Major General Pat Ryder.
Okay, so now
spokesman. So they're saying he actually did. He was on comms and said, "Pull the trigger."
Okay, so now
that's crazy.
Now, there's my just my take on it. But do you really want someone who just found out they have cancer to be making decisions like that while they're in the hospital sick?
No.
Okay, because they're not. It's because they're not all there.
No, anytime you receive a diagnosis like that, you're not gonna be in the
rational.
Same,
you're not rationally thinking.
State of mind at that point. It's kind of a crazy diagnosis. Like that you have to recover from, at least in my opinion.
Exactly. No, it doesn't mess with the mind, but
hey, I guess he was able to monitor the attack from his hospital bed.
But mentally,
full communication suite. They gave him easy comms. Fucking they gave him a full suite of comms.
I was gonna say they have to do something because there's no way they can just hook it up to their Wi-Fi, like have him there playing with his.
He's doing it right now as we speak. He's actively engaged throughout and continues to monitor the situation.
Yeah, he probably is. Because a lot of shit's gonna hit the fan here pretty damn soon.
General Ryder said Austin has no plans to resign. He's like, it's fine. He had a minimally invasive surgery to treat his cancer.
Like December.
And that was in December. He was readmitted. This most recent one, January 1st, due to complications related to that surgery.
Because he's 70 years old.
So, yeah, a 70-year-old getting surgery, of course, complications are.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're 70. Take his time to step down. Get someone else.
The second visit was not disclosed. I'm assuming the first one was, because otherwise we would have heard about it too. So.
But yeah.
That being said, the president didn't learn about the prostate cancer until Wednesday morning, which. I think I was reading this. This was in December. In December, he knew it was cancer. And Biden didn't find out till this week.
Well, that's again, that's something that you maybe, I don't know, should disclose to your higher powers at least. Maybe don't disclose that to the public, but
And they're
you know.
saying nobody was notified in the chain of command because the defense secretary's chief of staff was sick with the flu.
Are you what? This government is
This
like,
is my government. This is
what the
it.
heck? Like that? Oh my! You guys are
One
gonna
flu
get.
and
You
it's
guys are getting
over.
invaded. You know that, right?
We're not going to notice.
Yeah, you know. You're not gonna. I'm like, oh, sorry, I had the sniffles. I had
Is
cold.
somebody's chief of staff out? If so, some important stuff will be missed. Like, if you could just check who's sick, you'll know
Yeah.
what you can do.
So yeah,
Other
wow.
countries. That's dumb.
Mr. Austin has apologized for not ensuring the public was
Appropriately informed.
Properly informed. Thank you. I was just, my brain went bad there.
I mean, they're
The
going to
Pentagon
review
and-
their
yeah.
procedures. They're going to look at stuff. White House said, hey, everybody go look at your procedures.
But yeah, that's pretty
The
important.
But the procedure said he was supposed to tell them. So, like, what do you mean review the procedures? The procedure said to do the thing he didn't do. Like, enforce your procedures. It should be the order.
I hope the
Hey,
best for
make
him.
sure
I
you're
hope he
enforcing it.
recovers, but I think he needs to step aside and let the defense step in and yeah, either get help better, wait till he's not in a hospital. You know, like,
Yeah, and we've said it before. These are appointed positions. Biden, just pick a different guy.
yeah.
Or girl. Whatever. Do a historical first or something. Who knows? You know?
I don't have anything else on
you
this
could-
really.
No, just that's my president.
Yeah, that's your government. Just because
That's
one
my
person,
government.
okay, one person has a flu and one has cancer, and they got shit. I don't know. That's just
But
that's
Biden's okay with it. He's fine with it. He says it's okay.
and that's something they should have like not told the public. Like that's ridiculous.
And if he's okay with it, then darn it, he's okay with
All right.
it. All right, well, let's move on from president. Talk about some Canada, because you want to judge my country.
Yeah. So from the CBC, security footage shows Regina driver's passing man waving for help before he died in the cold. Now I'm
Is
gonna
that
let you
how
know.
actually say that? Regina?
Regina, yeah.
That's real? Okay.
Yeah, I should let you do it. Jeez. So, what would you have said?
Regina? Regina? I don't
Regina?
know.
It's Regina. Yeah.
Regina?
Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Regina, Saskatchewan.
Regina. I would have said
Yeah.
Regina.
And so Saskatchewan's not far from where I am, so I don't know what the temperature is there, but I bet it was just as cold. Footage shows man lying on ground for hours after stumbling off bus. Police say death not criminal in nature. So he's
Yeah, it sounds like the weather.
So he's stumbling off the bus, and the bus driver didn't help him.
No. Nor did drivers passing by.
Okay, let's see
while
what
he
else.
was waving.
That's horrible.
So this is kind of hard to see what's going on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I can't make out anything on there. What's it say below?
Jeff Holt says he was shocked by security camera footage from his business, which showed that nobody stopped to help a man who died after spending hours lying on the ground in the cold, apparently trying repeatedly to wave someone down for help.
That'd be horrible. You know, like, come
Yeah.
on. Like, where's that? What?
Yeah, warning, the story contains disturbing video. Oh, that's...
Yeah,
I
so-
guess they included the video from those cameras.
Yeah, and we might watch, actually, because we do.
He's
We should
deeply
watch it.
disturbed.
Regina business owner said he's deeply disturbed after his security cameras captured a man apparently trying to flag down passerbys for help several hours before he died out in the cold late last month. Okay, this was last month, but still. When you see
Yeah,
guys,
sometimes these things take a while to turn into
Yeah.
a story.
when you see guys sitting there and you're watching him die in video, it's not a TV show. It's real life. Someone hit you, Jeff said in a Thursday interview. What kind of society are we in? He remembers asking himself when he saw the footage.
Yeah, I mean, seeing all these people not doing like the
No.
human thing.
Yeah.
The bus waited a couple seconds before driving away from the man, who appeared to be unable to get up on his own.
That bus driver should be charged for neglect.
Yeah, because he stumbled out the
Yeah.
rear door of the bus, not even the front one. So I guess, but it doesn't matter. Either door you come out of, the bus
Bus
driver
driver's
has a
supposed to
mirror
be-
that can show them.
Jeff Driver's
they
supposed to
can
be
see.
paying attention. You know, like,
Falling onto a lawn, and they only waited a couple seconds, and obviously he had.
can you tell me
gotten
not one more
up.
bus drove by? Not one more bus drove by and saw him laying there? So, like, don't get me wrong, there's a huge homeless problem here in Canada, right? huge, huge, huge. You see people passed out everywhere. You're not too sure if they're dead or alive, but you at least make a record. Okay, so he fell out there.
So there's where he falls out.
See, again, maybe it'd be hard. People are not paying attention, but it is dark out.
At least we know where to be actually looking now.
Yeah.
He's up there, and you see people driving by. And then, okay, this is when emergency workers finally responded.
But, like, again, I don't want to... Other than the bus driver, and you're saying it, but the bus driver should have saw him fall out. Because they're supposed to be watching the mirror. Because you're supposed to make sure that the passengers away from the doors got their groceries. Oh, such a sin.
Face planted. Like, that alone, you need to get out and see if they're okay.
What a... Oh.
And they don't. The doors close, and that's it. They just drive off.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah. Although there's a cut in the footage there, but the door's closed, so presumably
it's in hours. So yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's over the following hours, several pedestrians, vehicles, and at least 3 more city buses can be seen in the footage passing by the man. Which is even more bus drivers who could have stopped, but the main one who definitely is responsible is the one of the bus he was on. More than 7 hours. He lay there from 8 o'clock until at least midnight. Some movement trying to wave people down. I'm guessing after midnight, he stopped moving, but he was technically still alive at that point. He would kind of give up as much as he could, wave his arm. Nobody had stopped, poor gentleman. Guess it's the fear factor. Nobody wants to stop to help anybody anymore.
And that's the thing I've seen.
It is.
It is, but you can call 911. You can report, but like, hey,
yeah,
I see someone pass out on the side of the road.
And they will get out of their car and check out what's going on because they've got a bunch of equipment shit. So, a bunch of buddies with them.
No, and you don't want to get involved. You don't want to, because with the people nowadays, and the drugs and stuff, fentanyl, you don't want to go around that shit. I get it, but yeah, everyone has a goddamn cell phone. Call 911.
Around 3:30 a.m., a cyclist passing stopped and checked on him, and that person called emergency services. Obviously, way too late, but finally, a cyclist is the one who did call it in. That's how they were able to respond. Temperatures that night dipped to nearly -8°C. What's that in human?
That's not. I guess that's not.
Yeah,
that's
human.
Like probably 20. Not human in America. 25. Yeah, probably 25.
Freedom.
Probably about 25 degrees.
25?
Yeah. So.
Wait, positive or negative?
Regular 25. So.
Well,
25 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Regular.
Positive. So. Yeah, positive. So that's not freezing, but it is cold. So.
Holt says police asked for the footage last week and told him at the time the man had likely died from exposure to the cold. So if he died December 31st and the police got the footage on the 5th, that's a long time they waited.
Yeah, well. I don't know what to say. That's pretty sad. Shame on Regina. But I guess, again, I can't even say that because maybe people did not see. He was on the ground. It was dark out. You're not really looking. A lot of people are more nowadays, and that's the sad part is nowadays, even passengers, the drivers are doing their own driving. Passengers are glued to their phone. No one's looking out the window anymore. Back when I was a kid on road trips, always looking out the side of the road, seeing what I can see, watching stuff. Now kids look at cell phones and you don't see anything else. So you could say that maybe that's it. Nobody even saw them happen.
Yeah, that's possible because obviously one person who did see them confirmed did call.
Because I can't see that many people anywhere.
I just think the bus driver and this said the mayor's going to look into the bus driver or the bus company. But I think the bus driver,
again, and then how many buses go by that place?
Regina Transit.
How many buses go by that place? Like 8 o'clock, okay, cool, but the buses run later than 8 o'clock.
The other thing they could look at is maybe adding an extra light here because this is very dark and it looks like there's no real reason for it to be that dark. So adding a light, maybe. There's lots of parts in cities that are just not properly.
That are way too dark lit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like just they're scary too. No one wants to walk along a dark street. People like lights. Lights are good.
Alrighty. Well, I don't
Yeah.
much everything else on this.
No, that's all I got. Just if you see somebody who needs help,
Yeah. Don't want to get
you can
involved?
roll
Yeah.
down your window and verbally,
Yeah.
and then use your
Hey,
phone. Like
okay.
you can help without getting
Even
out.
if you don't know, even if you don't talk to them, call because they'll at least still show up. I'd rather, they'd rather waste their time showing up to nothing than not showing up and then finding a dead guy later on. Like,
Now for something
yeah.
completely different. AP News brings us this one. Microscopic fibers link couple to 5-year-old son's strangulation 34 years ago, sheriff says. So this is a reverse. My man's is innocent. This is my man's is actually guilty and has been for a while.
Damn. Yeah.
This is kind of crazy that they can use microscopic fibers to go back and you always hear about the DNA stuff. You don't hear this one very often, right? Or ever. I guess. How'd they do this?
Yeah, I'm
34
kind of
years
confused.
later.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused, but yeah, whatever. They got it. So, and now, who are those people? Wait, so,
Well, that's a great question. They're all holding hands. Like
yeah.
I don't know.
So,
Berkeley County Sheriff Dwayne Lewis announces the arrest of the father and stepmother.
so that's a real mother, I'm betting.
Well, why aren't they cuffed? I don't even think
That's a
cuffed.
real mother. Not the That's a father. It says father stepmother.
Oh.
I think that's a
Okay.
mother, like, and her husband or whatever.
Yeah,
that was 30
okay.
some odd years ago. I don't know. That seems kind of crazy. So,
1989 cold case. So, investigators long thought the 5-year-old South Carolina boy found strangled in 1989 was killed by his father and stepmother,
Oh.
but it took 34 years of scientific advancement to link microscopic fibers found on the boy's shirt to a ligature that investigators located at the couple's home.
Victor Turner.
Okay, so they thought they did it, they just couldn't link them.
Okay, yeah.
This finally links them somehow. How do they know? So they're now 69 and 63, Victor and Megan Turner, charged with murder and the death of the 5-year-old. Wish they gave us more on the charges. Like, whoa.
So yeah, they
First degree, presumably, right?
One thing you gotta know is you never get away. It always comes back and bites you in the ass.
The boy's body was found inside a cabinet in a camper behind the Turner home in March 1989. Investigators immediately thought the killing scene had been staged and caught the couple in lies, including that he had gotten on the school bus the morning he disappeared. Megan Turner was charged with murder shortly after the boy's death, but prosecutors dropped the charge with the condition that they could refile it if more evidence emerged. It did.
35 years later.
Damn. Yeah. Scientific advancements combined with evidence collected in 1989 was the push needed.
That, like, we talked about this before, but like, I don't know. I can't even imagine the guiltiness if you could do that to someone. Like, I haven't done much wrong. I think I've done a few petty crimes. I'm not going to talk about them. They make me feel bad, you know. And that was when I was a kid. And murder, how can you live? I don't know how you can just be like la di da.
Yeah.
Like that would eat me away. But I don't know.
So they had found the ligature, but at the time in 1989, finding a ligature, they couldn't tie it to the victim at all. So they found it in the home. They found it where their suspect was. They're like, we've got a suspect, we've got the weapon, we've got the body. They couldn't make that one leap, and I guess no jury would give them that leap, or they didn't even try. It looks like they dropped it because
they didn't have evidence. So now that now they did some more CSI work, and boom, just like that. I don't know. That's kind of good. Sad it happened, but hey, justice after 30 years for the kid. Father and mother. Yes, not mother and father. Sorry, that's great.
So yeah, they finally got him at least, though. I mean, I kind of just quickly reading through this, doesn't look like they did a very good job, but it was the 80s.
Yeah, things have changed.
Well, a lot easier to get away with shit when they didn't have all these scientific things they could do. Okay. I mean, the problem that I have, though, is that they have all this stuff, and it feels like in some cases they just don't break out that stuff and use it. I don't understand it. Got all these cool tools. Let's use them.
I can
Oh,
take this one too because I know you like Nintendo.
do I like Nintendo?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one's about GameShark though.
But yeah.
So
Also,
this is Kotaku. GameShark accidentally leaks, quote, leaks Switch 2's release date. This has an update too, so this is,
Switch 2?
up to the minute.
What?
Yeah, Switch 2.
Wonder what
You
that
hadn't
is.
heard.
No, I never heard.
Well,
I
if
did
you're a
not know
Switch owner,
that.
you've already been speculating about when the next console is coming, which, according to a press release out of CES 2024, Nintendo's next console will launch later this year.
So a year.
Now, wait, GameShark must have a more precise timeline then, right? Because CES, that's official.
And
That's
what
Nintendo.
is GameShark?
GameShark is a tool used to cheat at video games.
And how long has GameShark been around, Dustin?
At least since PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy, hey?
Because before that, it was Game Genie, right?
I don't. Okay, I can go that far back.
So this
No.
is GameShark came out in 1996 with the Sega Saturn and the Sony PlayStation.
There you go, yeah. So,
whereas Game Genie, and I had both of these. I'm a cheater. Came out in 1990 for the Nintendo Entertainment
wow,
System.
so.
We did not have the NES one, I don't believe. We had the SNES one.
Okay, so what are
right.
so what are they saying? What is the date?
All right. The new press release from audio electronics company Altec Lansing has revealed that GameShark is returning, sort of via an artificial intelligence powered successor called AI Shark. You don't care about that. Instead, the big news out of the press release is that it might have leaked the release date for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. So.
The press release announcing GameShark AI Successor thing contains this sentence seemingly and casually revealing that Switch 2 might be out in September.
Yeah.
The official launch is planned to coincide with the Nintendo Switch 2 in September 2024. Well, that's not vague at all. That's pretty blatantly saying the Switch is September, right?
You think there would be an ad by now, though? Or no?
In a follow-up comment, Altec Lansing said Nintendo has not yet picked a specific month for the Switch 2's release, but added that it has a tentative launch window of fall 2024.
September, October. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I never had a Switch. I think I played it a few times. The last Nintendo I had was a Wii.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily in a hurry to get a new one, especially since I've heard nothing about the new one. Like, does it include backwards compatibility? Do I get to play all the games I currently have?
Yeah.
Do I get to use the current controller I currently have? What is the reason to get it then?
Yeah, graphics. Because Nintendo does need to work on that. They're good, but they're behind. Maybe not behind. They just don't. I just haven't seen as much on the Nintendo than I have on other systems.
So here's the update. As of 1:50 p.m. yesterday, Digital Trends received a Sega statement from Altec Lansing and AI Shark. The company backtracked again, saying the fall 2024 window 2 wasn't official, and added that Nintendo has yet to officially announce any Switch 2 launch plans. Kotaku reached out to both Nintendo and Altec Lansing, I'm sure. Neither of them responded, with the subject being hey, when's your thing coming out? They haven't announced.
Yeah, because they're not going to tell you.
So yeah, Altec Lansing is completely backed off. It's like, no. So he's really basically just saying they messed up.
Yeah.
Entirely. Whoopsie. But hey, if you're a Switch owner and you're wondering when the Switch 2 might be coming, September doesn't sound like a bad estimate.
They're just guessing.
According to Jason Schreier, any AI Shark spokesperson tells me they're just guessing about the next Nintendo release date. Maybe it's a guess.
All right, so we'll find out. I don't plan to get it, but I don't know.
I probably will. I just might not get it right away if there's not a compelling reason. That's the thing for me. Even with the Xbox and PlayStation World one, I was with both of them. I had to have a reason to get the new console. So a lot of times I would wait, and there would be overlap games for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like you could just still use a 360 and stuff, or you could still use a
But the
PS3.
graphics are just better and all.
Yeah.
PS4 now.
Right. Yeah. The PS4 you didn't have to get though for a long time. You could have stuck with a PS3.
Yeah, which I did, and I moved to the PS4.
And
Still
nowadays
there.
you don't have to get a PS5. You can chill with a PS4 still, I think, right?
I don't know. The
I have no
PS5.
idea. I'm not in the PlayStation
The
world.
friggin' they have the trigger sensitivity. So when you're shooting a gun, it actually feels like there's recoil on it and stuff. Like it seems pretty cool. So yeah, that's all. Anything
Well,
else?
hey, this next one's right down your alley.
Um,
I'm gonna
why would
hydrate a little bit
why would
here.
you say my alley?
Well, it's eBay. You sell things on something similar to eBay.
Not eBay, but yeah. From
And you have people
Gizmodo.
who are critics and leave
Yeah.
you
Reviews, yeah.
critiques.
From Gizmodo, eBay sent critics a bloody pig mask. Now it's paying a $3 million fine. So wait a second.
You can't just send bloody pig masks. It's $3 million right there.
So who sent it though? eBay?
Well,
who's
a
eBay?
Stalking campaign orchestrated by company executives. eBay executives
Okay.
landed eBay the maximum criminal penalty.
What? That's kind of messed up. So was it real blood?
Let's see. eBay agreed to pay out a $3 million fine, the maximum criminal penalty, over a twisted scandal that saw top executives and other employees stalking a couple in Massachusetts who published a newsletter that criticized the company.
Oh, what?
You can't be stalking.
Oh my god. So
Harassment campaign included online threats, sending employees to surveil the couple's home and mailing them disturbing objects, including live spiders and cockroaches, a bloody pig mask, and a book on recovering from the death of a spouse.
Juveniles. Juveniles. So. Wow. So that's
Justice Department charged eBay with obstruction of justice, witness tampering, stalking through interstate travel, and stalking through online communication. eBay's former security director James Bao and former director of global resiliency David Harville are both serving jail time for their roles in the scheme.
Good.
Really?
Yeah, wow. So
they're actually sending people to jail.
That was stalking, though. That was stalking.
Yeah,
like, that is a crime. So.
Here. Well, also witness tampering. What did they do? Witness tampering sounds like something after they were found out. They try to get people to not make statements.
Delete stuff off stuff. Delete stuff. I don't know.
The couple, Ina and David Steiner, published a statement on their website. eBay's actions against us had a damaging and permanent impact on us, emotionally, psychologically, physically, reputationally, and financially. We strongly push federal prosecutors for further indictments to deter corporate executives and board members from creating a culture where stalking and harassment is tolerated or encouraged. Yeah, no. I agree. True.
That's insane.
I'm just absolutely shocked that they're doing it. Like,
like
people in executive positions.
Yeah, exactly. Are the kids? Are they
thrown the book?
What happened to eBay?
eBay's just lost its power. They can't even get away with like crimes and stuff.
That's crazy. No, that's insane. I'm glad I don't use eBay. I made one sale on eBay, and I ended up getting like $4 for it when it should have been like $22, and it was a lot of work and all that, and yeah. So I use a different app right now.
So apparently, what she did in 2019, published an article in a couple's newsletters, e-commerce bites, discussing a lawsuit eBay brought against Amazon. So eBay didn't like that they were talking about eBay's lawsuit against Amazon. What did eBay sue Amazon for? Was it because they were like losing the internet marketplace basically to them?
So maybe.
2019 though, they'd already lost it. I mean, if we're being honest, people go to eBay for certain things. They go to Amazon for just about everything.
eBay CEO. So half hour after, so they're reading their newsletters. I guess that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
CEO wrote a letter. If you're ever gonna take it down, now is the time.
Take her down.
If you're ever going to take her down.
Taking Ina down.
That sounds like a threat. Like even context, behind it, but that's
and then it was forwarded to Bao, who responded that she was a quote biased troll who needs to get burned down.
The gameplay.
It's a good thing they didn't do any arson, because he literally mentions burning in here. So if you end up doing arson, it's pretty bad. You're definitely involved in the plot.
Yeah, wow, he's being sued for intimidation, threat to kill, torture, terrorizing, stalking, and silence Wow, that's crazy.
So this, one of these guys, the guy who sent that message to Bao, Devin Winnig, resigned later that year and denied any knowledge of the criminal activity and wasn't charged with the crime, but he is being sued by the Steiners.
Good.
So they're still aware of him, and they still say he did the intimidation, threatening to kill, torture, terrorize, stalk, silence them, all these things. Yeah, it sounds like he tried to like get away. He's like, oh no, I quit, you know. But they're like, no, you did the things. So sounds like
yeah, I'm glad.
Crazy.
So yeah, screw eBay. I'm glad I don't use them anymore.
Total of 7 of them, eBay employees and contractors, have been convicted.
Stalking and harassment. Yeah, that's a crime. That's a crime, right? Is that it? I don't know what that is considered a misdemeanor or felony. So I can't.
Yeah, I have no idea. And there's 4 different charges they listed above. Stephanie Pop, Philip Cook, Stephanie Stockwell, Veronica Z.
Huh.
Some of these people have jail time. Some of them have home confinement. Brian Gilbert's still waiting.
Well, hopefully they get...
I mean, don't be a dick. Just because you're in a position of power doesn't mean you can get away with it for once. Also, we don't get to know if the blood was real. Sorry.
No worries.
It looks real though, right?
Not really, but
they should use this as their... No, they can't. That'd be a poor taste to use that as your logo.
What else do you have here?
We have more amazing American news.
From Fox News. Fox Business. Texas man says Walmart mistook him as shoplifter. Demands free stuff for life. Okay, cool.
Well played, Texas man.
I wish it worked that way, you know, because I've been accused before and it'd be pretty cool. So
one complaint was over a false pretense of shoplifting, and the other claims he suffered civil rights violations based on race and color.
Okay.
/ color. Okay.
I'm gonna guess that clip has nothing to do with the article.
Almost certainly has nothing to do with it. Walmart stock is bad.
Okay. Texas man sued Walmart for the second time in 3 years. Okay. Now wait. Is this the guy that tried to stand underneath the sign? Okay, okay. Do you remember that? Okay. Say second time in 3 years, seeking $100 million in damages, or free unlimited shopping at any store for life.
Okay, so he's giving them an option. Like, hey,
ultimatum, yeah.
Jackson, I'll settle for free unlimited shopping for life.
Jackson from Westcombe, Texas, filed 2 handwritten complaints claiming he was suing Walmart for an incident that took place in the store in Omaha, Nebraska in March of 2020. Jackson's first complaint was filed back in 2021, claiming the exact same scenario and incident as his recent complaint. So yeah, he's just he's probably going in there acting sketchy as hell and crying when he isn't, right? In his complaint that Walmart shared with Fox Digital, Jackson say he's suing. What?
This is in quotes, so he apparently wrote this and misspelled suing, because this is sewing.
No, I was gonna say sewing.
Like this is doing stuff with thread and needles and shit.
He's sewing,
but it's a quote, so he said it. So
he's sewing unless they typed out.
But what does sick mean? When it puts like sick here, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm very.
Does that mean there was a swear word?
I'm suing. I don't know. Can't say.
Google, tell me. Sick, used in brackets after a copied or quoted word that appears odd or erroneous to show that the word is quoted exactly as it stands in the original. Okay, so it's letting us know that sewing is fucky looking.
Sewing, but yeah.
It's obvious what he meant. So he's suing for civil rights violations based on race color.
Okay, he's suing.
Not making a sweater. He's not.
Sewing. I'm sewing it. Okay. The complaints went into detail about why Jackson sued Walmart, but claimed it involved false presentation of shoplifting. In addition to the money and shoplifting spree, Jackson is also asking for Walmart to pay all court fees associated with the lawsuit.
Pay for all the court stuff and free stuff for life, please. I'll settle if you just give me that. Okay. So I guess we've got the court document here.
Yeah.
It looks like he filled it out himself now.
Yeah. Like my writing is not much.
Reading too much into that.
My writing is not much better. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. In fact, it's not that great at all. Yeah. $100 million plus court cost Oh, of course. Oh my God.
Oh, here it is. This is where he's suing.
Doing.
That's what I said. He wrote it.
Well,
Suing.
again, I'm a horrible speller, but if I'm gonna write something like that, I'm gonna Google the words first. So
Okay, so Grant asking for judgment of 100 million or unlimited free lifetime shopping at any Walmart.
okay,
That'd be pretty dope.
that's a Walmart. That's that. United States. Okay, he sent it off. Um, do not tolerate discrimination of any kind, Mr. Jackson. Allegations are almost identical to the lawsuit we filed against our company in 2021 that we dismissed. We intend to defend our company against the allegations once we have all properly served. Oh my God. We have been properly served and will quickly ask the court to dismiss any claim that no, I can't even talk to you. My bad. Are without merit. So yeah, they think it's gonna get tossed out, which it will. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Probably. Yeah. Oh, here's another one.
Well, Mr. Jackson, you're an idiot. Oh. But
Jackson initially requested 100 million and a quote huge credit for future shopping, but later changed the complaint to ask for 175 million in damages.
the case
Oh,
was
this is talking about his
dismissed.
previous one, right? The case was dismissed that year because he failed to properly serve Walmart and his claims had no merit.
Yeah, I hope he gets charged for wasting
So that's why
people's
they're
times.
saying they're waiting to get served. Yeah, he
Yeah.
should get charged for wasting times. That's the end. Yeah, this one's just one of those silly lawsuit things, like in progress. Somebody's trying to sue over. Well, we don't even know what
Ridiculous,
it's
so.
over. He's saying he was being profiled or racially profiled in some way, but like you'd think you'd throw some video evidence, and if it
Yeah.
was like alarmingly like fucked up stuff, you might have a case they would settle. But I'm betting he doesn't. So
All right. Well, I don't know if they'll follow up on this one, but
I would like free stuff for life though.
like I
If
hate
they set a
Walmart.
precedence.
I hate Walmart, but that's just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but imagine, would you hate Walmart if you had free stuff for life? Walmart?
I'm not. I'm just saying I hate Walmart, but I'm on their side in this case. And $100 million at Walmart, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
So,
yeah, for sure in this case, especially since the guy has given no evidence, he's just making claims.
yeah.
And I've seen a lot of fucked up Walmart videos where, yeah, Walmart's going to pay people out and has paid people out.
Yeah.
Never these two amounts. Like, sorry, bud, but you don't get to just like make a number up. As cool as that would be.
Okay. Well,
That's all I got.
I think we're actually almost done. We don't have too much tonight, but
Yeah, but we're gonna leave America for a moment. Stuff's going on overseas.
from the whoa, try that one more time. From the Independent, Sweden must brace for war. Claims top official in. I'm not. Maybe I should just quit now. But claims top official in push for greater defense spending. So yeah, Sweden's going to war.
So wait, Sweden is the peace people, right?
Yeah, they
like
were.
peace?
No, that's in the past. That's over. That was the thing.
Well, yeah, clearly because they're. Well, I mean, this is defense spending, so.
No, that was. They're no more. They're no longer neutral.
Well, wait, hold on. There's always a way to tell if you're really peaceful. Let me check. How many nukes does Sweden have? Swedish nuclear weapon.
Anyway, Sweden's unable to join NATO.
They're saying they don't have any. All right. Well, they might actually still be peaceful if they don't have nukes.
They want to join NATO.
It says Sweden is unable to join NATO until Turkey quits blocking the ratification process over concerns that Stockholm is harboring Kurdish terrorists. That's a lot of things we haven't done stories on.
Yeah, I have no clue about what that is. So,
and in fact, the last thing I remember about like joining NATO was people talking about Ukraine joining, which at the time I just remember saying like, well, no, they can't. They're on the red line with Russia, so that's a no-go for NATO members. Like,
Yep.
that's one of the very few no-go things is if you're a red line. So Sweden is unable to join because of Turkey, though? I don't
Yeah,
get that.
because is Turkey part of NATO? I guess, eh?
They must be, right? Hold on. Who is in NATO?
Yeah, Turkey is part of NATO. So,
Okay.
so yeah,
There's 30 countries in NATO.
they think that they think that Sweden's harboring a fugitive, pretty much terrorist.
Canada? Yeah,
So
you're in there.
yeah,
You're
of course
with us.
Canada's in there. But yeah, so that's what it is. They think that they're hiding some guy who's a terrorist.
They think
Sweden.
who is that? Sweden
yeah.
is?
So
And who thinks that? Russia does?
no, Turkey does. So.
Oh.
Yeah. From what I can see, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I know nothing about Sweden, to tell you the truth.
And of course, if you're about to be in a war, I don't think NATO can let you in, right?
I don't know.
Saying they're saying that they should brace for war, which is kind of that's kind of a crazy thing to say to your country, isn't it?
Yeah, well, get them warn them is probably a good idea, but
does that mean you're like more than confident that it's gonna happen? Like, isn't that?
Well, yeah. Well, then that's more reason for you. Hey, hybrid.
Because otherwise you wouldn't want to cause a panic. If it wasn't likely to happen, you wouldn't say it under the logic of you don't want to cause people to freak out.
Thanks for stopping
by.
by.
You need people to freak out a little bit. Hey, Hybrid.
I
don't recognize Hybrid. Have we seen Hybrid before?
I think so. Yeah. But yeah. That's okay. So we'll see what happens. See another war is about to break out.
No, this is their Sweden's commander in chief, Michael Biden. Oh,
another Biden. No.
Nope, it's.
But yeah, that's just another war about to start to keep this World War III happening.
Yeah, it is not as if war is just outside the door. Magdalena Anderson, I guess, said.
2022, yeah.
Oh, well, now it is apparently right around the door. Now we're in 2024.
At individual level, you have to prepare yourself mentally. It's a very serious situation, and the clarity yesterday was unmistakable. It is now about moving forward from words and understanding with action. What?
Oh shit! They're ready to fucking start shooting people.
So that's it. So no, it's gonna get pretty. Things are not going good anywhere.
So General Biden, who visited Ukraine's Eastern Front a month ago, clarified his ambition was not to panic the Swedish population. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good way to make a point.
Yeah.
But it was to, quote, get more people to think about their own situation, their own. You wanted more people to enlist or something? Like, what? If I hear a war's coming, I'm not enlisting in response. Are you?
Depends on how much shape I was in at the time. Right now, no. I'd probably die right away. 10 years ago,
I'm not
probably.
Militarily fit.
10 years ago, I would. So.
Get the 25-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. 10 years ago. But okay, so.
Sweden. Yeah, here's that thing you're saying about the terrorists. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is being a member of NATO really do anything these days, anyways?
Get you a whole bunch of money, I think. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So they're probably gonna keep trying to get in.
Why do you think Zelensky wants it so bad? He doesn't care about anything else but the money. That dirty bastard. But yeah,
I'm not sure if he showers or not.
So, I think we only actually have one story left.
We do, and we saved a really good one for the last, right?
I guess. Yeah.
We saved CNN for last, so probably not. A Houston rapper allegedly held a woman captive in his garage for years.
4 years? How many years?
Some number. More than 1.
4 years. 4 years. Yeah. That's messed up. A rapper, okay. A Houston rapper.
This is police outside their home.
Kidnapped a pregnant woman, kept her captive in his garage for more than 4 years.
Squalid.
It's for more than 4 years, so that's what we said. 4 years.
Oh, okay, it really was 4 years.
Despite That's not. We should be joking about that. Yeah, despite her repeat attempts to escape, say Lee Carter, 52, whose stage name is Viper. Do you know Viper?
Never heard of this
Viper
person.
rapper. So his news is oh, he looks like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not gonna play his music because I don't want to get sued by some guy who's going to jail. But yeah, the charges. Where did I go here? Yeah, the response to Carter's home after the woman texted 911 and said she was being held against her will. So how did she get a phone? That's been she been held there for years.
He's apparently also known as Lee Dog, Rapper Viper,
Yeah.
Viper the Rapper, Cobra, Diamondback, but that's spelled D-I-E, not D-I-A.
So
Vipes and J Ride.
officers said they arrived at the home, pried open the garage door, and discovered a makeshift toilet that did not flush and a mattress covered with fresh vomit, along with diapers, snack chips, and Twinkies. The criminal complaint said, "Please, what? Oh, that criminal. I'm sorry, I'm having a bad time today. But police said the garage had locked on the inside. They needed a key to open it. So yeah, so it was just locked in the garage. 70 pounds. He was weighing
That's
70
yeah, 70
pounds. Oh my
pounds.
god.
That is not healthy
Once
for an adult.
chips and snacks. Where's the baby? The baby didn't make it.
Probably not.
He said it all started when Carter saw her panhandling for about 4 or 5 years ago in Houston, and she was pregnant. He said he offered her $1 and asked if she needed any help. After she said yes, Carter took her to his house and allegedly locked her in the garage. What a piece of shit. What
This
an
is
absolute
Carter.
piece of shit.
Who's apparently a rapper.
She
She
told
told
police.
police, she told police she's endured years of abuse by Carter, including him forcing her to take illegal drugs and have sex with him. But Carter's attorney, George Powell, told CNN that the couple were in a consensual relationship and have a 3-year-old child together. He said Carter will plead not guilty at his next court hearing. Carter and other witnesses who know the couple, quote, will have ample evidence to demonstrate that they've been in a relationship for years, Powell said.
Okay, so maybe she hasn't been locked up, but he threatened her, or like Stockholm syndrome, right? Like that's a thing. Like
I mean, yeah, I don't. Is this gonna turn into a he said she said?
but
Or
okay, they got a mattress.
who has the evidence? Because they
but
say they got ample evidence. So
but they got evidence of a mattress covered in puke and a toilet, makeshift toilet. You know, like
yeah, which is pretty
that
fucked
covers
up.
her
That's
stories.
pretty damning.
She's 70
and then
pounds.
the locks are only on the outside, wasn't it?
On the inside, I think. So, but still,
Or
you need a key usually. And she was 70 pounds. You know, like 70 pounds. So at least the child seems like the child made it. Albums, hundreds of mixtapes. So I don't give a shit about him.
yeah. So he was released on Monday on a $100,000 bond. He declared his innocence on social media. That's just him, though. I am innocent. I am out of jail. I did not do any of the allegations, and I will be fully exonerated.
I can't judge, but from what it sounds like right off this bat with that, it sounds like yeah he. But then if she was kidnapped for 4 years.
It took police almost 9 months to arrest Carter because he was not at home when the woman contacted them in April. Investigators filed a warrant for his arrest at the time, but it took a while to track him down.
So she was in the house, in the garage. Is that where she was? They found her in the garage, or did they just found the toilet and the mattress in the garage? Because they said they found the toilet, but was she in the garage with it? I don't know. Let's go down and see what else it says here.
I mean, she was somehow able to contact police.
It's with the phone. Yeah.
Information on the pregnancy is unknown at this time as investigators work to piece together details. So somebody was saying they have a 3-year-old kid, but they're saying it's unknown.
Yeah. So.
Who knows? She was pregnant for sure when he picked her up.
In the hospital, but she never reported
Allegedly,
being
there was
abused.
A kid. Before last April, the woman had texted 911 several times and had been taken to the hospital, but she never reported being abducted or abused. Silva said during these occasions, she was released in Carter's care after treatment. We would take her information, we would make sure she was transported to the hospital, and the paramedics would transfer her to the hospital, and then it appears that she would go right back to him.
That's Stockholm.
I mean, sometimes that can be happening though. Somebody can be abusing somebody and take them to the hospital and
Yeah,
be continuing to abuse them, and the
that
person doesn't necessarily
that happens
go
all the
ask for
time.
help.
That
You
happens all
can't
the
be like,
time. So
yeah, and you can't like blame the person for not going and asking for help. Like
you know what?
people get in fucked up situations
This
and
is
it's hard to
something not
judge.
like that, but this is several years ago. My friend's daughter got injured at school. Right, my friend was out
Hmm.
of town, so she called me and asked me if I could bring her to the hospital, which I did. And the doctor kicked me out of the room and went up to her and was like, "Is this guy like?" He was asking questions, which at first I was mad. But he's like, "Is he hurting you? Is he doing something to you?" And she said, "No, no," because I wasn't, right. But she had a big
Yeah.
black eye, right.
Oh, well, that's probably, yeah.
I was
Okay,
pretty
no.
because it was like she got hit in the face with the ball at school,
Right.
and I kind of mad. I was like, "Wow, how dare!" But no, I can't blame him because he has to ask that question, right?
And he has to try to ask
Yeah,
in a situation where she can actually
yeah,
answer, and so you have to
exactly,
not be
right.
there, or it's impossible for her to give an
And
answer.
that's exactly it, right? Because
Yeah.
but you could see when she was sitting beside me, she was not laughing because she was in pain, but she was smiling. She was okay. But the doctor still asked, right?
Yeah.
And I was at first I was mad, but then I was like, no, I get it. That's good. So
Yeah. You know, another weird thing it says in here, it says she texted 911.
yeah,
So
I
that's,
apparently you can text 911 some places.
yeah.
I don't think you can here, but
But like that's another sort of indication of like being actually held captive because you're trying to do it in a way that, you know, because you just can't just verbally talk because the person might
yeah,
hear you,
that's
right?
when
But
you
you
order
can
a pizza,
text.
right? The woman
Right.
said
Oh
that's.
yeah. Order a pizza. Good
I
good
guess you don't
strategy.
order pizza anymore. You do it online, right? So,
Yeah, you
like,
just call 911
yeah,
and say, "I'd like to order a pizza.
yeah,
I'd really like it here as soon as possible.
yeah. I hate ordering online
Um,
anyway, but
if you can give me any amount of Canadian bacon."
yeah. The woman said she planned with Carter to let her go. Um, she spent most of her time in the garage because it had no shower. She said Carter took her inside in the house to clean up. She told, "Stop rolling, please."
No.
Yeah, okay, because I struggle to read as it is, and now you're moving shit on me. So she
And you
told
said
police
that just as I'm done. I'm
yeah,
stopped. It's over.
yeah,
Now you're just yelling.
yeah. I am. Yeah, I'm always yelling.
Now,
God damn it.
now you
So
look like the crazy person. I
back
just
up in the garage. So
normal.
yeah, she was just locked up in the garage almost more than not, unless she was brought. Apparently, this is all alleged, right? She
Right,
told the
right,
police
right.
she
This is
planned
all
with
her
Carter to
side
let
of
her
it.
go, but threatened her with violence. On one occasion, she said she broke a garage window while authorities were at the home and crawled out to get their attention. She was taken to the hospital and released to Carter. Hmm.
Uh, so I mean, if we're to entirely take her take on this, then the cops really, really fucked up this situation. So I
Unless,
kind of
yeah.
question her account because, like, we've read other stories where like people were held and like police
But
like found them, and then
all
the
it takes is
response isn't
for
like, "Oh, I just give you back."
all it
But
takes is for this guy to be a good talker and
that's
say
true.
try to convince them. Some people are really good at that. They can convince people to do anything they want, and they're like, "Oh, she's crazy. Oh, she's not. She's fine." The cops like, "Yeah, she is fine, right?"
Yeah,
Not
she's the
saying,
crazy one. I'm
yeah.
the rational one.
So, and that happens lots. So,
So then Carter allegedly boarded up the windows after that incident, the windows she got through, and told neighbors that he did that to prevent her from escaping. Okay, I mean, if that's true, then he's literally gloating about it. Again, I don't know. This is all one side of it. Of course, the guy.
yeah,
I mean, look at this guy.
yeah,
This is the
you
side we
can't,
don't have yet.
yeah, and kind of want to judge him because he kind of looks pretty funny, but
Yeah,
like
he
yeah, so
doesn't look
like
like
that,
he's
like my hair's not the best, but come on, bro, come on, right? Like
use a
freaking
comb, do
yeah,
something.
but yeah, I don't think I have too much more in this story.
No, I mean, I guess we're gonna see follow up because this did say that they apprehended him, right? Yeah, he
Yeah,
was arrested
but
and
he's
charged.
out on
So
bond. He's out on $100,000 bond.
he is, but the prosecutor apparently saw enough to charge him with aggravated kidnapping. So that's, you know, the prosecutors don't always take things, especially if they don't have any evidence. So there's some evidence of something. They're gonna find out. Hopefully, we get some follow up.
Yeah. So
I think that's all I got, and that's all we've got.
appreciate everybody being here and watching with us tonight. If you haven't already, can you please hit that follow button? Help us grow. We want to get to our goal of 200. And we can also accept subs now. And each sub will help us grow a little bit to get better technology, to get better stuff to make the show more fun. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. X, I guess, formerly known as Twitter. You can go to
He throws you off because it still says
borderlinebanter.com
Twitter here.
and you can find everything there. And we always like to have guests on the show. We like to have a good debate. So if you want to be on the show, drop us a line. Just go to our website. It's all there. Want to be on the show? Click that. Fill the information out. Yeah, we will get back to you, and we'll, if you qualify, which most of you guys should, we'll get you on the show. And as always, we leave the show with "It's okay not to be okay." We take suicide awareness here very serious, as everybody should. It's a very, very important thing. 988 is the number in North America. I'm not too sure anywhere else in the world, but 988 North American wide. You can text or call, and there's a lot of information on here to spot the signs of suicide, because it is a very, very big thing right now with the times, and it's a sin what's been happening. But there is help out there. Dustin, have anything to say before we jet out here?
Just happy Friday to everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're tuning in later on YouTube, make sure to click some buttons. You know, the up dude, the down dude, comment dude, any of those dudes. This has been the way the kid meows. Have a good night, everyone.
For sure. And thank you again. We will see you on Monday. We actually didn't talk about China and Taiwan tonight. I forgot to bring that up. But there is a big election tomorrow. So, actually, it's going on right now in Taiwan. So, depending on what happens, we might have a lot of news.
Yeah, we'll probably have that for Monday.
Yeah,
then, right?
If it's breaking news, we might have to go live and have a breaking live episode. But yeah, stay safe, and we'll find something for you to watch here. Somebody, Freaky's on. You know what? Should I give it Freaky again? Why?
It is totally an option.
No, let's not do Freaky. We've done Freaky before. So no, we're gonna do this.
He is playing GTA.
Yeah, we're gonna do this Ghost Kid. He's not a kid, but yeah, stay safe, all. Thank you.
And what is Ghost Kid doing? He's playing. What is that?